Hello everyone, it's me Linda. Welcome to Lenny P's Place. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I am here to participate in hashtag Flip Through Friday. Excuse me, this is hosted by Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch, and you can flip through anything you want: journals, books, magazines, etc., whatever. Today I'm going to be flipping through this, well, it's a journal, but it's also, well, I'll explain it to you when we get inside, but most everything in this journal can be removed and used. So it's a journal, but it's also ephemera that you can use. So if that makes sense, you'll understand better when we get inside. So I'm going to start with the outside. Now, almost all of the digital images are from Ruby and Pearl XO, and it's her 38 Rue Bourbon kit. And I love this kit, and it's just, I think it's gorgeous. And so, excuse me, all the pockets and that sort of thing have been made with that kit. Now, the cover itself is from an antique ledger. It is a French ledger. It's made out of rag paper, cotton rag paper, and it is extremely old. And I forgot to look at the date. It's from the 1700s, but I can't remember what the date is. Or it could be the 1800s, and there might be a date on the back here, so let me see if it's got the date. No, I don't see the date, but you can feel the paper is gorgeous. I actually have the entire, oh yeah, here it is. It's from 1841. I'm sorry, it's not 1700s, it's 1841. So there you go. And that's what the cover's made out of. The tassel here on the side is removable. I'm not going to take it off, but it's attached with the bulb pin. And on the tassel, and I'm going to turn it this way so I can show you what's on it. All of these buttons are, most of them, they're either antique or very, very vintage, like 1930s, 40s. Nothing is recent that's in this book. Nothing at all. There's nothing except the digital kit. So there's all these books, I mean buttons here, and I'll make sure you see them all. There's glass button. There's an old button from a rhinestone. There's an old metal button. Here's another rhinestone button. And there's another one up there. And then another glass button and a big shell button. You can see it. And then on this one, these are buttons. You could, I guess, use them and make a necklace out of them. But they're pearl buttons, and they're from Japan, not from China. They're old. And these are linen buttons, and they were mostly used, I think, for mattresses. These are German, and they are very old. So that's what is on the tassel. The binding and the closure are from a very old 40s dotted Swiss curtain. I got from an antique store. Okay, before we go in, here is this has a pocket right here. And in the pocket is a page from the Girl's Own paper. It was a magazine, and it is from September 18th, 1880. It's very, very old and very, very delicate. You must be careful with that. And in case I didn't say, this journal is also for sale. I've had it sitting on my shelf for a long time, and I made it to sell but never sold it. So I'm offering it for sale now. Okay, and this is this whole thing here is ruby and pearl, except for this little trim right here is just from my stash. It's a vintage, but it does not come off. It's permanently attached. Okay, we turn to the inside, and of course here's that old 1841 ledger paper from France, and it's beautiful writing. You see how pretty the writing is? Just gorgeous. Okay, this is stapled on, but easy to take off if you wanted to use these pieces. Here's a lace piece. And like I said, all of these are old, vintage, or antique. Here's a piece of, I think I got that on wrong side out, but it's an old piece of a bedspread from probably the 60s. It's like a little corded. And then here's an old piece of chenille bedspread. And like I said, they're staples, and you can take that out. See, the pages are here for the journal, but all of the things that are in the journal can be removed. Here is an old piece of trim. It's got the I don't think I'd call it eyelet, but it's embroidered trim. And then in this little pocket is a piece from 1946, February 15th, 1946. And of course I can't read it because it's written in French. A lot of the ephemera in here is French because I love it, and I buy a lot of French ephemera. I don't know why. I just love it. I wish I knew what it said, but I don't. So, anyway, let me get this back on so that won't be flopping around while we're looking through here. This is another piece of old paper, and I'm not sure if it's dated. It is French paper, and it is rag paper. If you don't know what rag paper is, I'll take just a minute to tell you what I know about it, and that's, I don't know everything about it. I do know that back before, most of it was made before 1850. And back then, they used old clothes to turn into pulp to make their paper. And most paper was made from clothing and fibers and stuff. And then around 1850, not exact date, you know, not the exact year, but somewhere in that area, of that decade or so, they began to make paper out of wood from trees. And then all of the paper became what we have today as pulp paper instead of rag paper, cotton paper. There's cotton paper, and then there's linen. Is it linen? Yeah. Flax paper, linen paper. Those, if you get originals, are going to be way back in the 1800s. Now, you can get it today. They make it. But it isn't what it was back then. There's just something about it, just knowing that someone made it. Anyway, this can be taken off. And this is just a digital here. I just put that on there to kind of hold this down. It's the laces underneath. This is an antique piece of French lace. It was part of a collar. And yes, it has a stain on it, but it just makes you wonder what happened to it. What was that lady doing that got this stain on her collar, which is why she probably never wore this dress again. Or a blouse. I don't know what it was. It was just a collar. I have the other piece of it. This is just half of it, because I can't bear to get rid of the whole thing. And it's got these pretty little flowers there. And it's just gorgeous. And then here's another piece of antique lace. And this actually wraps all the way around to here. I'll take it off because I got something else under there to show you. So you get a pretty good sized piece of that. And then here is a very old piece of dotted Swiss. Can't remember what that was on. I have quite a few. I have an old baby dress that is made from old dotted Swiss, and it's just so pretty. Of course, I've cut it because if I buy something, I buy it to use it. I buy it to cut or tear or whatever, and it's for my journals. So now this piece of paper here is not going to come out because it's actually a page, but most everything will. Here's a French postcard, and I don't know what the date is. I'm going to say it's probably from the 40s or 50s, just a guess. And then I have this, and I don't know what it is. It's some sort of maybe an invoice or a receipt for something. And this is from April of 1937. And then here's a letter, a French letter, and this is the way they used to send their letters. They just glued them and put the address on and sent it through just like that. Send it through the mail. I'm trying to read that, but I think it's 1964. January 1964, I think. Maybe we can see inside. Let's see, what is this? I'm not going to know what it is because I can't read it. Some sort of looks like a business letter to me. Yes, I think it's 1964. No, I'm not sure. It's something 64. But I don't know what. Anyway. That's what's in this pocket. And let's see what else we got. Oh, here's a doily. It's stapled, so it will come out. And here's a pocket that's got a piece of antique lace, and it's been, I just stitched that. So it'll come out. Just snip the stitches. And then here is a bunch of other stuff, and this is not all. Let's see, these are old cards. They're pit cards. I got them at an antique store, and I'm not sure what pit is, but copyright is 1904. I don't know when these were actually made. And then here's two oh, what do you call those? I forgot. Somebody can yell it out and tell me. So that's what's in that pocket. Whoops. Hold on. It's hard to get this to open up so I can put these back in. And then in this pocket, oh, these are cigarette cards and tea cards. This is from the Brook Bond Tea Company. The blue ones are. So that's these with the flowers on them. These are, oh, there's another one from the tea company. What is this one for? Where'd this one come from? Tobacco. These are cigarette cards. Those are Players cigarettes. These are, well, they're all the same. They're Gallagher. These are portraits of stars. That's Anna Mae Wong, and this is Jean Parker. Maybe you know them. Those go right in there. Okay. Oh, and this piece of paper is just, it's just a piece of translucent, I guess translucent paper that came out of an old photo book. And then this is coffee dyed paper here. Okay, what do we have here? Some more of my antique French lace. There's a pretty big piece there. Very, very pretty. I love these flowers. Get it to lay straight. Maybe if I turned it over the way it's supposed to go, it would lay better, huh? Okay, so, and of course it's just stapled so it can be removed. See if I can get it back in here. There we go. And then we have another old rag paper document. This is a big one. This is from I don't know if that's a 2 or 3. 1826, I think it says. And this is big. It has a seal, a raised seal on it. I wish I knew what it was talking about, but I don't. but it's handwritten and it's gorgeous. And a lot of these came from Kate over at I don't know. She has a sale. I can't remember her name now. It's been a long time since I ordered anything from her. This is also will come off. This is another pocket. Let me show you. Get it. It's stapled on, so you can take that off. It's another one of the French collars that I have. See if I can get this open so we can see what this is. This might take a while because there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff. This is also French, and it's from 1943. I think you're going to find that most everything in this is French. It's almost all French ephemera. This is from 1937, and it's some type of a invoice or bill. It's got a stamp on it. And there's another letter. Ooh, look how pretty that writing is. This is from 1864. Which I'm pretty sure, so was the other one that I showed you. I said 1964, but I think it's 18, because I don't think they were folding their letters and sending them through the mail like this in 64. I think that had changed already. Now this is from Germany, and it's very old, and I forget what you call it, but it's actually paper pieces that you can use for whatever, and they have they're numbered, and they are glossy, and I put 3 in there. I wonder what I did with the rest of them. I need to find those. And there you can see where some of the pieces have kind of flaked off, but they're all in there. I mean, you can use them. They're there. So and then here's a piece of, here's another French postcard. I think that's what's it look like? 1917? Or is that supposed to be a 4? Doesn't look like a 4. I think it's a 1. 1917. Can't read it, but look how pretty the writing is. Oh, that is so pretty. They had the most beautiful handwriting. Let me put that back on here. It's another piece of rag paper. Oh, I forgot to tell you. For those of you who know Rachel, Roxy Creations, this is some of her straw paper here from Italy. Not vintage, but I don't know anybody that sells it other than her. And then over here, let's see what this is. Another French document from 1693. This one's held up good. You can feel that it's a real stamp there. And it's been stamped a few times. This has been preserved very nicely. There's a guy over in France I used to buy a lot from. I haven't bought anything in a long time because I just didn't need it, so I haven't bought anything. Let's see, what's this? I forget what's in. Oh, I know what this is. These are vintage laundry labels. These I found in the thrift store, the Sam Clovers. The rest of these came from France. There's letters and numbers, both in here. The letters are mostly not that one. What is that? Another letter. I don't know who that person is, but I do know EP is my granddaughter's initials. 69's the year I graduated from high school. 21's the year that I got married. TP is my husband's initials. I guess I didn't put any of my own in here. I have some too, but I didn't put them in. Okay. Or maybe I did. There's a few more in there. Let's see what's in there. Another 83. 2. Nope. Okay. Anyway. That is full of French laundry labels, except for these two. Sam Clover. I just liked that name. So I saw them in a thrift store and I bought them. So most of this paper is rag paper. So I'm not going to really talk about the paper anymore. Except for this. Now I know this is a folio, so you could put it in a book of your own. But the amazing thing about this is that this person wrote this with their own handwriting. Is that not cool? And who can write that straight and that small? I don't know. It's amazing. I have the book. But like everything else, I tear it up, take pages out. This is just an old envelope, and I don't know what's in it. It's got a few things in it, so let's check this out. Is that all that's in it? Yes. All right, it's a baby book. It's a baby, old French book. And I think this is linen rag paper that was written on. Here's a picture. It will come out if you want to take it out. I'm not going to. And then here's some more French ledger here. And this is from 1856. This is not rag paper. It's that beautiful blue French paper with the beautiful handwriting on it. Let's see what this is. Another, I guess, invoice. This one's from 1937. And here's another one, and it's from 1937. This might be the same person getting all these bills at one time. All of these pictures will come out. They're just in these photo corners. I'm not going to take them out. They're all original pictures. Here's another ledger. This one is, can I read that one? This one I can read. Okay, this is from, I don't know where it's from, but, and I don't see the date. I just see the month, not the date. But hay. What else did they buy? I can't really, I don't really know. One of them said hay. I think this might be from a feed store, maybe. Don't know where. Don't know what year, but it was April. This is another beautiful piece of lace. I can get it off. Don't want to tear it. There we go. It's another piece of antique French lace. Here's another old photo and some more French postcards. That's a birthday postcard, and it doesn't have any writing on it. And here is, this came out of an old autograph book that was from 1939. I think I got that from Patty Lane. And here's an old postcard. Don't know. They never mailed it. They just put a circle there and put stamp. So I don't know where this is from. It's Connecticut. It was supposed to go to Hartford, Connecticut, to Miss Smith. That's as much as I know about that. And then here's another. This is a calling card, and this is from New Jersey. Light running domestic. Louis Dom agent. Whatever that was. He was selling something. And then a few old blank check. That's a blank check. And this is Virginia Holding Corporation from October 1938. And let's see, what is this? It looks like an old check. This bill in favor of Graves Humphreys Hardware Company, Roanoke, Virginia. October, month of October 1938. It was for $2.65. Wonder what they bought. And that's the stamp, I guess, where they cashed it. I don't know. Some of these things I just don't know. I don't know what they are. I just know that they used to be used at one time long ago for something. Let's see if I can ease that back in there. Okay. And here's another pretty piece of lace. I'm not going to take it apart, but it will. It's just held in with paper clips. And these are not that old, but they are vintage. They're old library pockets with the cards, and you pull the backing off and it's sticky. You can put them in your books. I use them a lot in my journals. I have found a big box of them somewhere. I don't remember where. I've had them a long time. Here's another doily that can be taken off. And here is another blank check that I bought. I bought a book of these from, I think this is the one I got from the thrift store. No, I didn't. I got it from an antique store. I think this is it. If not, we'll come across it in a minute, because I know I have some, and I think it's that one. Here's another big piece of ledger paper. This is what the cover's made out of. And I have, is it? Yes, I tore it in half because it's super, super big. You can see how big it is. And it's so heavy. The ledger is so, so heavy. So I just put a piece of that in there. They make great covers for your books. And it's from 1841. And it's beautiful, beautiful cotton rag paper. Some more doilies to take off and use. Another picture that can be taken out. Here is, I think that's a postcard. Let me see. Yeah. It's an old postcard. Old French postcard. See if I can slide that back in. Yeah, there we go. Another doily. And another letter. This is from 1863. You've got something to read if you can read French. And this, you can see where the wax seal was on it, and they pulled it off to open the letter. And then here is another doily, a pocket, and it has, these are called Tundex cards. And I bought these from Donna Little, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do with them. But this one's You Were Mine for a While by Johnny Hicks and Jerry Freeman, and it is from 1957. And then this is from March 1957, and it's You Don't Owe Me a Thing, and it's by Marty Robbins. And you get the music on this side with the words. And some of them are doubles, and some of them are singles. And here's a war ration book. This is from, I don't know what date. It was for Daisy E. Young. It was issued to Daisy E. Young. And she lived in Bassett, Virginia. And she didn't use all of her ration tickets. They're still here. So even though I don't know what the date is, it was during the war. We know that. I'm going to say it was the, I don't know, 40s, maybe. I'm not very good with my history, so I can't really tell you. Okay. And then here's another piece of ledger. This is from 1932. Receipts for December. I like the ones where half of it is blank, so you can do what you want with it. Then the other half has someone's handwriting. And Doesn't say what they bought. It just says how much they spent and their total. Here's another original picture. I don't know if I bought that. I might have. Dowser Magazine and Hobby Shop, Madison, Wisconsin. This is from 1939. This must have been stuff that he bought and or stuff that's going to be, I don't know. It says Dick's Bookshop, out of print books. December 1939. He sent it to somebody. I guess he sent it to this magazine company here. I don't know. They must have been gonna, this guy that owned this magazine and hobby shop must have been interested in buying some of these books from Dick's Bookshop, I guess. I don't know. Quoted at $5.75. So I guess he was going to get all of these for $5.75 if he wanted them for his store. And here's another piece of trim. This is an old piece of eyelet here. And then here's another old piece of eyelet over here, different one. And we have more postcards, and they've been written on. I can't read it, but it's English. I just can't read it. It was written in pencil, and it's kind of smeared. So, Christmas card, I guess. And then a dog, somebody's dog. This was 1910. And then this was from a flower shop, just a piece from their order book, I guess. I'm sure I got this from Patty. Here's some more laces. These are put in with two little brads, this little belly band here. And then all these laces you can take out. They're just in with this, this little clip here. This is very, very old. I don't have very much of that left. But I added some. And then these are all antique pieces here from France. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? It's so pretty. And then here's another one. They're so delicate. And this is a crochet piece here in the green. So pretty. I've treasured this for so long. What are these? Philadelphia Reading Railroad. These are some kind of tags that you use for something, but I don't know what. These came from Patty. All of these type things here I got from Patty Lane. That's from a fire station, I think. This is the same thing here. This is from a water line. Water Aluminum Company of America. Anyway, just some old ephemera. Fun stuff to use in a journal. Almost finished. For you that are still here, here's some more beautiful antique lace. See these come out. Some of them are just little snippets, because little snippets is about all I have left. Pretty pink one. And then this is a part of, I believe it's part of a sleeve, if I remember correctly, from an old French, I don't know if it was a dress or a blouse, because I didn't get the whole thing, just got part of it. That's part of the sleeve. Oh, and here's some more pretty lace here. And underneath here is a pocket, and in the pocket, I'm going to see if I can just slide it out without taking the paper clip off, are two more old vintage photos. So there's lots of old photos in here. See if I can slide it back in. There we go. And then here is, what's in here? Let's see. Oh, well, you know what? You almost have to take this off in order to look at this. It's more old vintage antique. It's not vintage, it's antique lace. And then this is from an old baby dress from I don't know when. I got it from an antique store, and it's dotted Swiss, but it's so old you can like see through it now. And this was from a part of a sleeve of a dress. I just cut a piece of it off, and that is from France also. I probably made this journal, I don't know, a year or so ago, I expect, and set it up on the shelf, and it's been sitting up there ever since. So when I was looking for what I wanted to flip through today, because I don't have any new books or anything, I decided I would throw this out and see if anyone's interested in it, because I got plenty more where this came from. Okay, this is one of my most prized possessions. This is a European grain sack. It's made from hemp. It was made in the 1700s, and this is a piece of it. And I love this. Unfortunately, grain sacks were big. So, excuse me, I have a lot of it. But I wanted to add a piece in. This is an old piece of French grain sack also, but not as old as this one is. So there's that. And then this is a piece also. But this one is from the United States. And I'm not sure what it's made out of, because I don't know what. Well, wait a minute. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's from the United States. These two are French. And that, right, that's the oldest thing I have, is this French European grain sack. And I love it. And this is the back of the journal. So that is it. That's the end of it. Something fell off. I'll have to figure out where that goes. So yes, that is, that's it. And it just ties just like that. So this is my flip through for this week. Thank you, Gwen. If anyone would like to join in, just go over to Gwen's channel. I'll have it linked below, and let her know tag her so she knows that you want to, that you've joined in. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. And if someone is interested in getting this, I'm calling it a treasure book because what's in it is treasures, and they're getting harder and harder to get hold of. So I'll just go ahead and tell you if you're interested in this. And I really, really think it's a bargain. $85, and that will include the shipping. So if you're interested, just message me below. I'll have my email listed below. So if you're interested, you can just email me. And yeah. But I want to thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you for another flip through next Friday. So please take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, be happy, be well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.